Second practice of New Orleans Saints training camp is complete. It is the New Orleans Saints training camp report right here on Your View. I'm Todd Graffagnini. This is Erin Summers. Erin, everybody's looking forward to Monday when the Saints put the pads on, but you got to get the ramp-up work done, and they got another day completed here this afternoon.
This time is all about conditioning and taking what you're learning in those rooms with the coaches and translating it onto the field. It's about technique, some of the drill work that they're going over. Here's head coach Dennis Allen on the second day of work.
Look, I thought another good practice. We had a few guys that were didn't finish practice today. Colin Saunders with an illness, Shaq Davis and Keith Kirkwood just a little heat related. Trevor Penning missed today with a foot injury. Day to day. I expect he'll be out here tomorrow or the next day, but we'll see where he's at tomorrow. But overall, I think still pretty good health. Guys are competing out there. I thought it was a spirited practice today, so thought it was a step forward from yesterday.
Well, Erin, heat's going to be a factor in training camp. It always is, but it just seems this year it's a little bit hotter all around the country than it normally is, but the coaches, the trainers, they're going to take all the necessary precautions to try to combat this.
Definitely good to see. They're keeping communication with the players. They're going to take some practices indoors. One of the players that was mentioned, however, Trevor Penning, that injury that he suffered is not to the same foot or same injury that he had before. He had that Liz Frank on his right foot. Coach said it's a minor injury. He's day-to-day. They expect him back soon, so that is good news.
Absolutely. Now, another thing that's been really stressed early on in training camp has been defensively, and that is forcing turnovers. The Saints weren't that great in doing so last year.
No, they were second to last in the league with just 13 takeaways, 7 of those interceptions. Haven't seen any interceptions yet, but
I was trying to be nice, Erin. But anyway, we've seen 4 forced fumbles already in this training camp, 2 by linebacker Andrew Dowell. So the message has been heard.
Well, look, I think it has to start with the mentality, because if you don't have the right mentality and you're not searching the ball out on every single play, then they're not going to come. It happens when there's a conscious effort on everybody's part to attack the ball. That starts with us as a coaching staff, coaching it, preaching it, demanding it, and then having our guys execute it in practice, and then those things will happen in the game. But it's a habit that's created. Again, they don't give them to us. We got to go out and take them.
As we switch to the offensive side of the ball, let's talk wide receivers, specifically 2 second-year receivers in Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed.
It's been really good for both of those players to get a year under their belt. They're a lot more comfortable and confident in the system and in themselves. They know that they belong here at the NFL level.
Just knowing where everybody going to be and knowing what kind of space I got on the field and where I got to be. So it allows me to play a lot faster.
Well, Erin, the path to this position with Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed are quite different, with Olave being a first-round draft pick and Shaheed an undrafted player from Weber State.
Rashid Shaheed made a name for himself at the FCS level. He is the all-time leader in kickoff returns for a touchdown with 7, and that's something that caught the Saints' eye. He came in because he has a lot of speed, looking at that position as a returner, and he made some noise as a receiver, and he ran in for a touchdown. He has quite a lot of different talents, and he's starting to showcase them.
From the time that we got him last year and he got healthy enough to kind of go through practice, you started seeing some signs, and each day I've seen him, continue to get better. I think he's getting, he's always had great speed, and he's always had the ability to transition at the top of the route, but I think you're seeing some technique things here where he's kind of understanding how to run a route and how to get himself open.
Number 7 in your program, number 1 in your hearts, it's Taysom Hill, a man of many, many hats, Erin Summers. He's listed as a tight end, but he's certainly doing a lot more than that.
He is your Swiss Army knife. Last year, he had 7 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns, and 2 receiving touchdowns. He is in constant communication with offensive coordinator Pete Carmichael this season. They want to expand on his role. They want to continue to put him in a lot of different positions, and they're working on his route running because that's something he doesn't have a lot of experience in. he's ready for it.
My personality is very much like I would love to have structure, right? So like that's a little causes me a little anxiety when I don't fully know what's going on. And I went and talked to Pete yesterday, like, hey, what are we thinking in this camp? Like, because truthfully, this is one of the harder times for us in what I'm doing, because once we get to the season, we become so game plan specific that there's no question.
Thank you, Taysom. And as we wrap up day number 2, we look forward to day number 3 back outside here at the Ochsner Sports Performance Center. And it's very important because for the first time, the Saints fans will be in attendance and able to see their favorite team.
Hey, it's always a fun day to see the fans out here. They bring a lot of energy and things get a little more heightened on the field, so I'm looking forward to it.
No question, the players absolutely feel the energy of everyone who will be in attendance. As always, we'll be here with you every step of the way. That's Erin Summers. I'm Todd Graffagnini.